Welcome to episode 167 of Angela Watson's Truth for Teachers. I'm your host, Angela Watson, and I'm here to speak life, encouragement, and truth into the minds and hearts of educators and get you energized for the week ahead. Today, I'm going to share some ways that you can slow down your summer break to really enjoy and savor it. Visit truthforteachers.com to get the transcript or to share your thoughts in the comments. Do you need graduate level credits for license renewal or pay step increase? Look no further than the sponsor for today's episode, which is Teachers Learning Center. TLC's independent study self-paced format allows busy working teachers to earn graduate credits any time of year without time restraints, traveling, or tech hassles. TLC has been offering these courses for over 15 years and is a partner with regionally and nationally accredited universities. Go to tlcgraduatecredits.com/Angela to get your coupon code now. So this will be the last episode of Season 9 of Truth for Teachers, but I have a pretty awesome announcement. This summer, for the first time since Truth for Teachers began back in 2015, I will be regularly releasing new episodes throughout the summer. I normally like to take a break during the summer and give myself some time off from podcasting, but I want to do things a little bit differently this time. I'm going to do a 4-episode summer series on finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. So during the summer series, we're not going to be talking about teaching-related things at all. Teaching is a big part of who you are and what you do, but there's more to you and more to your life than just that. And I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to share some different things, some things that I have been learning and experiencing that I think will be helpful for you too. So if you're subscribed to the podcast already, you will get a new episode from me every other week throughout June and July. These podcast episodes in the summer are going to be formatted very differently from the regular show. So I'm going to experiment with lots of fun things. I just want to use this as a time to be creative and try something new. So I'm going to be layering in some different musical transitions and some nature sounds because I want the time that we spend together over the summer to feel very relaxing and peaceful. The episodes will be short. I'm going to try to keep them to around 10 minutes each. And all of them are going to be centered on a specific word. So one of the words is presence. Another is alignment. Another is authenticity. And the final podcast episode of the season is going to be about purpose. So we're going to use this time to reflect together and think deeply and go big picture in ways that it might be harder for you to do during the busyness of the school year. So I would love for you to listen to the summer series and also sign up for this special summer series emails. There's going to be one written message to go with each of the 4 podcast episodes. And these emails are designed to be short, powerful reminders to help you stay focused on what matters most to you this summer and really enjoy your break. Take some time off from thinking about teaching. So if you want to receive these 4 email messages every other week throughout June and July, just click the link in the show notes for this episode. It's that little info button in your podcast app. That will take you to the link for it. And if you're listening to this later on, maybe you don't actually get to catch up with this until later in the summer. That's okay. I'll be able to structure the emails for you so that you still get those reminders, but they're just spaced out a little bit differently. Since this is the last official episode for Season 9, I want to give a quick personal update and talk about my summer plans. Some people who listen to podcasts love the more personal updates from the podcaster. Other people are like, oh my gosh, would you just get to the topic already? So if you're not interested in that, feel free to skip ahead. But for those of you who feel connected with me and want to learn a little bit more about what's going on in my life right now, I'll talk about that briefly before I jump into our official topic about 5 summer traps to avoid. For me, this is going to be a low-key summer. So I just released my new book, Fewer Things Better, and that has been a more intense and demanding process than I had anticipated. Honestly, I'm sort of overwhelmed with the response to the book. It's been beyond what I could have ever imagined. I've really tried to engage with everyone who's reading it and everyone who's left me a comment or a DM or shared about it on social media. I care so much about the message in that book. And it means so much to me to see these ideas being valued and useful for you all that I just feel like we're on the cusp of something big here together, where teachers are uniting around a shared vision for taking back the narrative of what it means to be a teacher and shifting the norms and expectations in our schools. So for me, it's just really exciting and it's a lot to take in. So I'm trying to prioritize time for that. It's my tendency to sort of rush on to the next great idea and start my next project and, see what's next. And I want to stay with this one for a while. And I think that's a theme that since I'm working on that myself in my own development, I think you'll hear that a little bit in the summer series too, like encouraging you to really be present in your life and enjoy what you've already accomplished instead of always rushing on to the next accomplishment. So all that to say, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for sharing and supporting my work. And thank you for reviewing the book. Thank you for reviewing the podcast. We're at like 500 reviews at this point on iTunes, which is just awesome for Truth for Teachers. I don't read the reviews out loud on my podcast because I don't know that people listening really enjoy hearing that. But please know that I do read every single review and every single one matters to me. So thank you for rating and reviewing the podcast. So my summer, I'm going to have two main focuses. I'm going to be speaking about the book and doing some other things around Fewer Things Better. And I'll be focused on the 40-Hour Teacher Workweek Club, which is going to be open to new members again from June 15th through July 15th. And other than those two things, I plan to do less work and try to get off the computer as much as possible. My husband and I have a vacation planned. We are going to go out west in the U.S. We're going to go out to the Badlands National Park, Grand Teton, Yellowstone. We're going to do all of that in August and spend some time enjoying just the natural beauty out in that part of the country. And I'm going to be limiting my time online, particularly during that vacation. But if you follow me on Instagram, you will definitely see some pictures of that because I want to share some of the things that I'm seeing. So feel free to connect with me on Instagram. It's just Angela Watson. You'll be able to find me. Most of the summer, though, I'm going to be working on adhering to the advice that I give you in the summer series of the podcast and also in this episode, where we're making sure that we are slowing down and being present. This is the time of year when summer seems to stretch ahead of us endlessly, but we all know how quickly it will actually fly by. So to get in now to our main topic of this episode, let's talk about 5 traps that you want to avoid so you can make sure that you feel rejuvenated when school begins again. The first trap to avoid is under-planning your time off. The teacher who underschedules or underplans their summer thinks, it's my vacation. Why would I need to plan anything? I'm just going to enjoy my break. If I have to make a plan and make a schedule, then how's it really a break? This type of teacher likes to take things day by day, but then when the back to school ads begin in July, they might panic and realize they're sort of running out of time for all the things they'd hoped to do over the summer, but didn't prioritize or didn't dedicate time for, and they realize those things aren't going to happen. The second trap to avoid is overscheduling and overplanning. And ironically, the overplanner can get the same result. This person will start off their break with all these lofty ideas about what they're going to get done. I'm going to get the house organized. I'm going to get the repairs done. I'm going to knock out all the doctor's appointments, run all the errands, plan all the lessons. But because they were overly ambitious about what they could get done in just a few short weeks, they have that same back-to-school panic too. Even worse, if you're an overplanner, you might feel like you can never totally relax and enjoy your break. You have all these things you're hoping to get done, so going to the pool or sleeping in or reading a book feels like a waste of time. There's a part of you that feels guilty about using your time in that way. So you may end up getting a lot done in the summer if you fall into this trap, but you may still feel exhausted on the first day of school because you never got a true break. So avoid underplanning, avoid overplanning. The third trap to avoid is forgetting to prioritize small, meaningful experiences. Whether you are an overscheduler or an underscheduler, you can hit the sweet spot right in the middle if you prioritize the things that you really care about. And that way you won't find yourself caught up in day-to-day life activities where you're staying very busy, but not actually getting to make a lot of memories. Try taking a few minutes to brainstorm answers to this question. What does summer feel like for me? What makes summer feel like summer? For me, it feels like summer when I get homemade ice cream from this little dairy bar in a small town near our home. It feels like summer to me when I'm just relaxing by the pool. Summer for me is reading on the screen porch late into the evening. It's watching fireflies and noticing when the tree frogs first start chirping at dusk. It's going to our 2 favorite festivals. It's getting fresh tomatoes and corn from the farmer's market instead of going to the grocery store. These are all small, little, mostly easy and free things that can get lost in the shuffle of larger priorities, especially in the summer when our schedules are more haphazard. Write yourself a reminder or put it on a to-do list if it's something that you have to plan. But check in with your what makes summer feel like summer list a couple times during your break and make sure you're taking advantage of those small experiences that mean a lot to you. Then when you have a free evening, you won't end up just sort of puttering around the house. You'll remember, I love cooking out on the grill and eating dinner outside. I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to really take in every moment of this beautiful summer weather. That leads us to the 4th trap to avoid the summer, which is being perpetually on your phone. Our devices can take us away from meaningful experiences without us even noticing it. If I don't make time to read on the porch this summer, it will probably be because I'm inside mindlessly staring at a screen. If I do go on the porch and I don't remember to notice the fireflies, it's probably because I'll be lost on something happening on my phone. If I go to that festival and I don't really immerse myself in it, it will probably be because I was more focused on documenting the experience than living it. Time slows down when our phones are put away. And the opposite is true when we're on them. Have you noticed that? It's why if you scroll through social media while you're on the treadmill at the gym, your workout is done before you know it. The immersive world of our phones is great when you want time to speed up. But when you want it to slow down, putting away our devices is our best bet. Oh, and by the way, if you want strategies for this and support in it, I have a free intentional connectivity challenge. You can take it if you want to change your social media habits this summer. I'll put the link for you in the show notes. The challenge helps you slowly reduce the number of times you check your phone just out of habit. So that way you're only using it when you actually want to be. It's a challenge that I actually go back and take myself every spring because I could use the reminder. The final trap to avoid this summer is comparing your plans to other people's. When you put away your phone and you stop looking at other people's incredible summer plans, it's much easier to enjoy your own. FOMO, the fear of missing out, is minimized when we're not constantly looking at what everyone else is doing. And not comparing your plans to other people's is also a great way to get more enjoyment out of your time. Focus on making the most of your opportunities this summer. Not what other people are doing, not what you did last summer, not what you hope to be able to do next summer. As the saying goes, comparison is the thief of joy. Keep bringing yourself back to the present moment and being appreciative of what's happening now. So those are the 5 traps to avoid this summer. If you don't yet have a plan for mapping out your schedule and making sure you're neither overplanning nor underplanning, you can get one as part of the 40-Hour Teacher Workweek Club. If you're already a member, you're going to have access to that on June 1st. It's called Planning for Summer Priorities, and it includes a step-by-step system with printables, so you can just log into the membership site and get that beginning June 1st. If you've graduated from the club, you have access as well. It's under your June Week 2 materials. And if you haven't joined, you can get it as part of the early bird bonuses for joining the club this summer. As I mentioned, we're open to new members again beginning June 15th through July 15th. And if you're on the email list to be notified when the club is open, you'll get in a little sooner than that even. So go to 40htw.com to learn more. 40HTW. When you join, you get the complete summer planning guide, plus classroom closeout materials, and all kinds of resources for streamlining and getting organized at home this summer. And that's just what's included in June. The club gives you a full year of printables and strategies and resources for simplifying every aspect of your life and work. So you can see more at 40htw.com. This summer is going to be our 9th cohort. We've had over 27,000 teachers go through the program at this point. It has been a game changer in so many schools, and we would love to support you as well. So that's how to avoid sabotaging your summer and make sure you have time for things that matter most. Your takeaway truth for the week ahead is this: figure out what you want from your time off so that you can make sure you're managing your time in a way to help you get it. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be worth it.